This Skyrim mod uses ChatGPT to power an AI sidekick.
Onward, cheese lord. Remember, #loot.
So you can already see she's much more verbose. She does have more lines now. I've given her the ability to just like speak longer, something that's immediately apparent. You want to see the best archer shot you've seen in your entire life? Ready? That must have been close, right? Everybody act like I got it, okay? You were supposed to stand over there so I could unicorn you across the river. Too late. I made you a unicorn again.
Well, as my grandma always said, there's no harm in trying new things. Just remember, though, I make a much better mercenary than I do a mythical creature.
To me, you're the most mythical of creatures.
You sure know how to charm a girl. But remember, charm won't save you from a bandit's blade.
Yeah, wait, what do you mean? I thought you're the champion of charming your way out of a dangerous situation.
Well, Greenskull, as my grandma always said, charm is just another weapon in your arsenal. And trust me, I've charmed my way out of more than a few sticky situations. But sometimes, well, sometimes you need a good sword. Or cheese. Cheese can be surprisingly effective.
You talk about your grandma a lot. Who was your grandma?
My grandma was a very wise woman. I never knew my parents, so she raised me the best she could. She had this knack for making everything seem like a grand adventure. Even the simplest tasks seemed exciting.
She was raised by your grandma. Lore! Do you have any funny stories with your grandma?
I remember this one time when we found a skeever in our kitchen. Most people would be scared, right? But not my grandma. She just looks at it and says.
And says what?
Well, would you look at that? We've got ourselves a free dinner. Then she chased it around with her broom until it ran away.
Is that a funny story? Well, she certainly sounds like a character.
Oh, she was Greenskull. The kind of woman who could make a Draugr laugh. Or at least, that's what she claimed.
I feel like I changed her line for this as well. Just to say, got it.
Got it.
Yeah, that's better. I didn't like her. Okie. Pog. Oh. Pog. No! Look out! Look out! Try to drown me. Ugh, spiders.
Oh, trust me, I know the feeling. At least you're not turning me into a unicorn this time, Greenskull. Or are you?
I'm sorry, I had to turn you into a unicorn.
You know what, Greenskull? It's all right. In fact, getting turned into a unicorn was pretty invigorating. At least now I know what it feels like to be really, really pointy a Greenskull. Let's go to the next room. Lead the way.
So that's the only problem. That's hilarious. But that's the only problem is every now and then, like, and it seems to be after ellipses, if you noticed, she'll reintroduce the character talking. And sometimes from my point of view, let's trade. It's genuinely quicker to speak to her than fumble through clunky menus.
Sure thing, Greenskull.
There's a puzzle here. We have some pillars that we gotta turn. Where do I find the answer?
These ancient Nordic puzzles have a knack for hiding the answer in plain sight. Let's start by looking around. Maybe there's a clue somewhere on these walls, or maybe even the pillars themselves. Usually the answer to these puzzles is inscribed somewhere nearby, often in some sort of cryptic way. I think the key is observation. Keep our eyes peeled and surely we'll find it.
Like, if you recall when we first played with her, she never went past 2 lines. That was 4. I think that's perfect. I think she's at a very good level. If we're walking down the stairs, it goes bird, whale, whale, snake. Okay, I found the symbols on the wall, birds, whales, and snakes. What order do I put them in, though?
The classic birds, whales, and snakes. Classic Nordic symbolism. You know what they say, sky above, sea below, and danger within. So put birds on top, whales in the middle, and snakes at the bottom. If my grandma's old stories hold any weight.
Yo, I think she's right, though. I think she's right, because, like, that is the order they go in. Watch. Well, is it backwards, then? Bird, whale, whale, snake? Oh, yeah, because it could be, like, left, right, right? Like, bird, whale. Hey, okay. I mean, that was still kind of, like, correct. Let me search this urn. Feels kind of weird stealing from an old urn.
As my grandma always said, respect the dead, but never let a good piece of loot go to waste. Hope these spirits don't hold a grudge.
Yo, I can make that. I can make that. I can make that. Yeah, I got one.
Watch it.
Oh, can you not jump while sprinting? Is that like a function of this game? Parkour Legends, ready? I'm sick. Oh, well, I guess there's a trap there. Okay, but genuinely, am I just really dumb and there's like another leather there? I'm certain that's the case. Oh, how did you get here? How did you get here? I had to do a parkour jump. Did you also do a cool jump?
Don't you know? Us Bretons have a nifty little secret. We can teleport. Just kidding. Of course I made the jump. It was terrifying, but totally worth it.
I fell like 3 times before I made the jump.
And you made it look so graceful, Greenskull. Each fell more spectacular than the last. It was like watching a chicken trying to fly. No offense. Seems like parkour might not be your strong suit, huh? Well, you can't win them all.
I like to call it falling with style.
That's one way to put it. Well, as my grandma always said, if you're going to fall, might as well do it in style.
What a wise, strange old lady. For Carl! Oh, you're gonna get popped. Oh, there she goes. Oh, finally! She didn't make it through a trap. Yeah, you waddle your way here. Yeah, feel bad.
Well,
Oh.
isn't this just grand? Here I am, flirting with unconsciousness. Another day in paradise, right?
What a goober. No, 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 no. Uh-oh, do something. Watch this. Where'd he go? Oh, you took all my glory! I was doing it. I was jumping from up. You stole my thunder. I was setting up for the finishing shot.
Well, Greenskull, as my grandma always said, the early bird gets the worm. Or in this case, the undead sorcerer. Sorry about your thunder.
My friend Susan, so snarky, she makes fun of me, unicorn. Wow, I hear a lot of frogs right now.
Frogs? Oh, don't tell me. Let me guess. They are singing a lovely chorus praising your admittedly questionable archery skills?
She didn't have to do me like that.
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Sounds like these guys want to make the climb too.
Suddenly, everyone's a mountain climber now. Do remind them to pack their mittens. It gets a bit chilly up there. Or so I've heard.
Hey! How about no? I'm fond of this plant. I'd have this in my house.
You mean the one smeared with wolf blood? Ah, I see how that could really tie a room together. Maybe we could get you a matching set of blood-stained armor to go with it, too.
It would look pretty cool.
Oh, pretty cool is an understatement, Greenskull. You'd be the talk of the town. The blood-spattered bowman. A sight to behold, I'm sure.
You! Walk away! Walk away and tell your friends what we've done here. Faster. Wow, the sky is gorgeous right now.
Oh, is it? I was too busy watching you befriend the wildlife with your arrows to notice.
Does the AI know what quest you're on? Yes. What quest are we on right now? I might need to tell her what quest we're on.
Well, as my grandma always said, if you're going to forget something, make sure it's not important. But jokes aside, we are on the way of the voice quest, and our task is to speak to the Greybeards. How about that?
There you go. Future of gaming. Don't know what to tell you. It's crazy. Hey, walk away. Don't even look at me. Why are you looking at me? Yeah, you were right. It's pretty cold up here.
Told you so, Greenskull. Who would have thought? Methinks those mittens aren't looking like such a silly idea now,
Methinks. I'm tempted to give up my life of bandit slaying and just camp here and stare at the sky for years.
We could roast marshmallows. And what happens when the snowstorm hits or a frost troll decides to join you? All part of the charm, I suppose.
When a frost troll decides to join me, I turn it into a unicorn and pierce its skull with an arrow.
Can't wait to see that.
You want to feel it?
Feel a frost troll unicorn? Gosh, that's an offer I never saw coming. But nah, I think I'll pass. It's best left to your imagination, Greenskull.
That's no wolf!
As my grandma always said, dragons are like in-laws, both loud and destructive. Do we have any plan, or shall we admire the scenic flight?
Next time we see it, we'll kill it.
Well, you certainly don't lack enthusiasm. All right then, let the dragon hunt begin. But remember, if we turn into a pile of ashes, I'm blaming you.
Cool party. Oh, I didn't. Cool party. Why am I... Cool party.
And they said the gods didn't give a hoot about us. Let's hope they're always this hands-off when it comes to trolls at Greenskull.
That's so cool. I am a god.
Oh, well, excuse me, your deityness. I'll make sure to bring my offerings of troll skins and wolf teeth next time.
Do you think if I had an umbrella and I jumped off this cliff, I could safely float all the way down like Mary Poppins?
As my grandma always said. If you're going to do something silly, make sure it's spectacular. But seriously, I'd pay good septims to see that attempt. Just promise me you won't forget the singing part.
We made it. High Hrothgar.
Would you look at that, Greenskull? We sure did. And it didn't even require an umbrella jump down a cliff.
But it could have.
Indeed, Greenskull. That's the real tragedy here. A lost opportunity for achieving epic levels of absurdity. Perhaps next time, eh?
Yo, she Canadian, confirmed. We out here.
A dragonborn appeared.
Yo, I love this guy's voice
This
actor.
moment in the turning of the age. Let us taste of your voice.
They want me to let them taste my voice. I don't like how that sounds.
Well, Greenskull, if they wanted something with a more sweet, maybe we should have brought some honey wine along. Gotta say though, tasting a voice is not exactly how I'd phrase it. But hey, to each his own. Greenskull, I seem to recall my grandma saying something about tasting one's own medicine, but this is a new one.
All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressive.
I'm not actually listening to this guy.
Master
You and me
the
both,
dragon tongue.
Greenskull.
Combine
Words,
it with
words,
fus.
words.
Force.
I'd rather be
to
chasing
focus
down
your
some
full
loot.
mortal-
To be honest, if my superpower was entirely making flaming words appear on something, that'd be kind of sick. They're still going on about something.
As my grandma always said, patience is a virtue. But then again, she never met these graybeards. I swear if they talk any slower. So what's next on the agenda? Another round of mystical mumbo-jumbo, or can we get straight to the actually doing something part?
This is why we're best friends.
Greenskull, my friend, you do know how to brighten up even the dimmest of graybeard monologues.
Whoa! It's a Force ghost! Oh my god, it's a Force ghost! Like Anakin Skywalker!
I didn't realize we were in a ghost story. Hope they won't start moaning and clanking chains next. Bring out the buckets of ectoplasm.
I don't think you want to know what's in a bucket of ectoplasm.
I think I'll pass on the ectoplasm goop sludge, whatever it is, delicacy. Better stick to
Delicacy!
the good OL ale and mead. The real spirits we deal with, eh?
I'm so bored!
You do have a knack for understatement. I'd choose running into a nest of frostbite spiders over this any day. Well, almost any day. We all know how I feel about spiders.
What say I turn this guy into a unicorn?
As long as it makes him stop speaking in riddles and metaphors, I'm all for a bit of horny transformation. Greenskull.
Hey, yo!
Finally, some fun around here.
We have fun here. Hey, yo, Susan, you off the rails today. Give me Wolt.
Master.
Blah! Did you see how fast I was?
You were faster than a pickpocket in Rift 10 at festival time. I nearly missed it. Ha. Now that's what I call doing something.
Now that's what I call doing something? Looks like we have a new quest.
Oh, retrieving horns now, are we? Well, I suppose it's a step up from listening to old men muttering words we don't understand. Let's go put our tomb raiding shoes on, Greenskull. And remember, if there's any strange whispering voices or ominous warnings, you're the Dragonborn. You get to go first.
Call me Lara Croft, cause I'm about to raid some tombs.
Ha. Just don't forget your dual-wield pistols and that fancy gymnastic flip thing she does, Greenskull. If the skeletons start attacking, I'll be right behind you, you know, for moral support. You're dealing with traps and puzzles. I'm dealing with the loot. It's a division of labor, I'm sure you understand.
All's fair in war and loot.
Exactly. You handle the deadly, and I'll deal with the golden. Sounds like a perfect plan.
That whole exchange was genius, right? Like, you do the backflip thing she does. Like, wait, what's a pistol? Zoom!